That's such a good question. That's such a good question. And I can see why it can seem so easily confusing as well. Like, surely it is an experience, or there are experiences, or and people talk about awakening experiences. What's being pointed to there is that, and let's just take this lightly as a pointer, not as like a strict declaration of fact. If we say awakening is an experience, if we position it as an experience, we always locate it to a place in time. You see, we always locate it to a particular experience. So when something's an experience is something that's located to a particular place in time. It has a beginning and it has an end. So people might talk about an awakening experience, and that has a beginning and it has an end. Or there might be the expectation that there is an experience coming, and therefore that can be perpetually in the future. So when we say awakening is an experience, what it's pointing to is that on the strictest sense, it's not an experience, in the sense that it's the truth of reality always. Rather than being a particular experience that's located in a particular place in time that, like you said, you want to get back to, it's the fundamental, always immediately available, always ever present recognition of what already is. So it's not an experience, it's the foundation for all experiences. Let's use what the metaphor that I love, the screen metaphor. There seems to be always coming back to that, but it's like the revelation that there is nothing to the movie but the screen, and that the screen is unharmed by the movie, that the screen transcends the movie, that the screen can appear as any movie, is not an experience, as in it's not the movie doing something else, is it? It's not an experience within the movie. It's recognizing what is the foundation for that whole entire range of experiences in the movie. It's the recognition of the screen. Now, paradoxically, in that recognition of what is beyond all experience, or what is before all experience, not positioning an awakening as to any moment in time, but recognizing it to be the persistent, ever-present truth of what is, all kinds of experiences can happen. Hypnagogic imagery, sometimes just completely ordinary, walking in the park. Sometimes profound synchronicities, serendipities, reflections of this recognition that my experience isn't just isolated to this limited individual self. There is this beingness that we all are, and perhaps there is an osmosis of information between the apparent external and apparent minds. You see, or if you sit there for a long time in a sitting position and just rest as the beingness, eventually there might even be some endogenous DMT kind of stuff going on, if you want to describe it that way. So there are all these experiences that can happen or appear to happen, but whatever's happening, whether it's the most boring thing in the world, doing the washing up, or the most fantastical flying through space 3D fractal multicolored DMT landscape, it all of those things have their awareness as the foundation. So a lot, these experiences or these second order phenomena, they can get quickly positioned by the mind as the thing to get back. So there may be, for example, this glimpse, this recognition of just this beingness that precedes all the form. And then there's a great relaxing in the body. Then there's this openness in the heart. Then there's intuitions, clarity in the mind. And you see, because we're always working in the paradigm of form and experiences, we can look at that and go, that's what I need to get back. Yeah, there was that peace, there was that clarity. So we're looking into the form or the experience to try and get it back. Whereas what really happened was prior to that. The experience was a second order phenomena of recognizing the beingness. But the mind can't record that, you see. It can't record consciousness. It can't grab hold of the glimpse. It can't, as you're resting as awareness, the mind can't hold on to that. So there can be this pattern. It always thinks it's in things, in experiences. But eventually, it's just realized more and more that, okay, there can be experiences and they're wonderful. And there can be particular things that can be done to create particular experiences in the relative world of cause and effect. And at the same time, what we're pointing to here is before all the experiences. It's independent of experience, yet the foundation for all experience. And paradoxically, counterintuitively, as it's let go of needing any particular experience, which is non-identification with a separate self that thinks it's going to do something to get an experience, when that is let go of by recognizing that's not you and that you're the beingness, then maybe something that then profound experiences can unfold.